Here's Wendy.
Good to see you again. Yes. Wow. Thank you for watching. Meet my co-hosts. They've come from far and wide, my studio audience. All right. Listen, Shakira is banning all men. I'll explain. And Porsha in Atlanta gets the shaft in her divorce from Kordell. She's less than smart. And Lindsay Lohan is kissing and telling. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for what? You got it. So, I love you more. I am so excited that some original friends to our show are here today, the Oak Ridge Boys. And there they are. One day in our first season, I came out and the double doors, and I always observe my audience. And if you'll see in this picture, it's the Oak Ridge Boys. They had a day off. I guess they were working in New York. I'd met them before when I met Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers and stuff. I went up and interviewed all of them up in Foxwoods years ago, and we all hit it off really well. So they just surprised me by being in the audience. I had no idea. So now, today, they're here to perform their song, Elvira. And I have a really special surprise for them. So I can't wait to see them when they come out here. Anyway, let's talk about Kordell Stewart in Atlanta. Well, the divorce is finalized. You know, Kordell and Porsha Williams, they were married for 5 years. And she was a stepmom, but the little boy lives with the mom. So, you know, like a stepmom, but a part-time stepmom, you know what I mean? They got married with no prenuptial agreement. Yeah, CelebrityNetWorth.com, or whatever site we checked, says that he's worth $22 million. Well, he played in the NFL. He's got a fantastic pension, and he's worth a lot. He married her with no prenuptial agreement, which means at some particular point, he must have really thought that this marriage was going to work out, and he did it for real love. And she, well, the divorce is finalized, and we spoke to, as in our staff here at Wendy. We called the attorney for Kordell, and he actually answered the phone. We identified who we were, and he was more than happy to talk. I know. Well, the attorney has confirmed that Porsha is barely getting anything in the settlement. She got no alimony. She got no. I know. Hold on. I'll talk. She got no house. She got no part of his NFL retirement money. She got no cash out. She got no health insurance. And wait for the cherry on top. She even has to pay her own credit card balances. Now I'll tell you. Now let me tell you what she walked away with from this 5-year marriage with no children, but 5 years nevertheless. She walked away with, or should I say, drove away with her Mercedes, and her personal items and her engagement ring. A bunch of Gucci bags, you know, and Porsha, what happened? I know you said, how'd that happen? Because Porsha's less than smart. You know, she should have had a baby. I'm tired of saying that to women, so I swear to you, I was not gonna include that in the story, but you're my co-host and you're in my head. She should have had a baby, number one. Clap if you think that that's... There's a word that starts with an S that I swore that I would never use to call people here on Hot Topics, but they're my co-hosts. And what's the opposite of smart? They said it, I didn't. I swear I didn't say it. Porsha, you're less than smart in this one, but you want to know what? This will teach you to grow up and act. I mean, and I don't know what kind of stepmother she was. I mean, she didn't even get her Black history right with the Underground Railroad, remember? Dumbbell. But she's pretty though, and she's got a big behind, and for some men that'll work. So you'll find another one, and it's time for you, Porsha, though, to grow up and understand that you know, everybody's not going to believe what you say about your husband regarding your ex-husband regarding his sexuality. So, and that gets old after a while anyway. I mean, you know. But it's time for you to learn how to pay your bills on time, and good luck with the credit card bill, by the way, because can you imagine being married to a $22 million man, how much damage you can do on your credit card at Neiman Marcus? Think about it. You know, I'm sure that she wasn't exactly, you know, buying leggings at Target. She was probably, you know what I'm saying, when you're married to the $22 million man. So imagine what her credit card bill is. Welp, Porsha, it's time to grow up. Kordell, how you doing? Lindsay Lohan is kissing and telling. Okay, so do you know how sometimes you sit around with your friends? I don't do this anymore on account of, you know, I'm a grown woman with responsibilities and stuff, but I do remember being younger and playing truth or dare with friends. And I do remember, like, making lists of boys that you really like and boys that you've dated. Like, you have a few drinks and you get honest with your friends. You know, that sometimes when girls get together, that's what we do. Okay, well, she's still a girl. She's 27 years old, and she was having a little fun in her hotel room here in New York with her friends. Lindsay reportedly made a list of the men that she slept with. Well, there are 36 of them, which I thought that number would be a lot higher. Are you serious? As a matter of fact, I'm quite impressed. But and it's only the famous men. You gotta figure there might be some, you know, non-famous men in there also. So she made the list. I guess they all kikied and laughed about it, and then she forgot to throw the list away. So she checks out of the hotel. Housekeeping comes in, sees the list, and housekeeping is smart, now see. Because as opposed to housekeeping just taking it home and sharing it with her family or putting it on her Instagram, she called In Touch Weekly magazine. So, now see, look, I have no idea whether In Touch Weekly paid her, but you know, I'm sure maybe a few dollars. So 36 men. A few of the names on the list, just a few, are listed. The ones that are crossed out, it's because In Touch is smart. They've crossed them out to leak the rest to us next week, to make you buy another copy. It's good, right? Although they don't realize that when we're waiting in the supermarket lines, we can read that stuff anyway without buying it. Anyway, look, first of all, can I just tell you something? I wasn't shocked at any of these guys. But I'm gonna give you a couple of the names that my Hot Topics producers were gagging at. They gagged at Justin Timberlake. I'm like, really? So you honestly think that Justin Timberlake went from Britney Spears to Jessica Biel with no stops in between? Really? And I'm not suggesting anything, but you know, based on how Lindsay acts and the things that she's been dealing with, I bet you she's easier to get with than a lot of us girls. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, they understand what I'm saying. And also, my producers were shocked at the new Christian Grey, Jamie Dornan got with her. Why are you shocked? listen, listen. Everybody likes to party. You know, Justin likes to party. Jamie looks like he likes to party. Adam Levine's on the list. Adam likes to party. And Zac Efron's on the list, and we know he likes to party. A little too much. He went to rehab and he's out, and he's on the sober track. But, you know, listen, and I don't, also, why are you so shocked? You know, she's not a bad-looking girl, this Lindsay Lohan. She likes to be out in the nightclubs. She's got a really sexy voice. You know, she's got like that husky, you know, voice. And she looks like she'd be a lot of fun. For a quick tumble, you know, hit it and quit it. You know, type situation. But some of the other people on the list include like Wilmer Valderrama and so on and so forth. And you know, some of my suspicious staffers were like, well, she probably left that behind purposely because right now this series that she has on OWN is like her last train to Clarksville. Because I've lost interest in Lindsay Lohan, you know. I don't care much about the series. I think it's, well, I'll give you my opinion, more of my opinion on it when the Hot Talk panel comes out here, because that's one of the things we're going to be talking about. You know, is it a good idea or bad idea for her to have this series? Yeah, so they were saying that she probably left the list around to get us talking and, you know, to get them, you know, in other words, anything for attention is better than no attention at all, which is sad. When you go to a hotel, don't you always throw your stuff away after ripping it up? Wetting it in a Diet Coke, and then, yes, and then put it in the garbage can. I mean, that's how you really do find out about people. A shredder is a girl's best friend. I have 3 of them in the house, and I ordered from the Sky Mall one time with a long flight. I ordered the shredding scissors. Those are scissors. They're heavy like pinking shears. Do you know what pinking shears are? For my sewing community, you know. They're heavy like pinking shears, except they have 4 blades. So I sit in the bed and shred. And then you cross shred. And then you cross that shred again. All right, let's move along. Look. Shakira is opening up about, or in Billboard magazine, about her boyfriend. He's the father of her, they have a little baby together. I think the baby might be like 2. There he is. And that is Shakira. I didn't recognize her either. She looks like a girl you'd see at the mall, right? Anyway, her boyfriend, Gerard, is territorial. I like that word, it's sexy. He only allows her to do music videos with women, like Rihanna, rather than men. He doesn't want guys, I guess, feeling up on her and kissing her and stuff like that. I gotta tell you something. I don't know what book he's reading that he thinks doing videos with Rihanna is safe. But you know what she says? She actually likes that he values her and protects his turf. Turf. Yeah, okay, well, here's the thing. He's 27 and she's 37. And normally you would think it'd be the total opposite with a young guy. Like you would think young boys would, you know, they're not smart enough yet, so they'd let you get felt up on by strange men in videos. And this is the same woman who did Hips Don't Lie. I know what you're saying. You know, she did that, but she did that before having the baby and perhaps before they became so serious, you know? Look, it worked. It's a cute family. These rules worked for her and they worked for him. So they work for me. I honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I think that it's great that they have an understanding that they don't have to fight about, and this is not the reason to break up. Although, probably not a lot of videos will be getting made. People aren't really buying music, and people aren't buying a whole lot of Shakira music these days. So that's why having that job on The Voice is probably one of the best. Is she still on The Voice, yes? Yes. She does you do a fantastic job on The Voice. So, and that's a nice, safe job. It doesn't start family fights, people feeling you up. And by the way, Gerard, watch these girls out here, okay? Because these days, a girl will feel you up faster than a boy. Does Diet iced tea go with crow? What would be the wine pairing? Red wine or white wine when you eat crow? Red? Probably red. Because I think I might have to eat some crow. And I might need a little wine to digest it. Do you remember when you said vodka? Remember why I told you I might have to eat crow? Do you remember? Yes. If Kim and Kanye get married, and I'm a woman of my word, okay. So it hasn't happened yet, but reportedly they've set the wedding date for May 24th in Paris. That's a Saturday, which means that if they actually do get married, don't call up a chef yet, Hot Topics. If this wedding actually happens and we actually see it on the E! News and we actually see evidence of it, then that Monday morning I will have to eat crow. Oh, no. I'm gonna eat it with Miracle Whip and hot sauce just to bury the taste. And I'm only gonna eat a little. I didn't say I was gonna eat a lot of it, but Jay-Z and Beyonce reportedly will not be at the wedding if the reality cameras are rolling. Something tells me Beyonce won't be there whether they roll or not. Beyonce does not want to be associated with that mess. And Jay-Z has to be associated just out of obligation to his friend Kanye. They're not gonna have to go to the wedding because Jay-Z and Kanye would not choose friendship over the publicity of reality cameras and a free wedding on E! You know what I mean? That's the kind of people they are. So Jay-Z and Beyonce won't be there, which I think is probably the right thing to do. I don't think that says anything about their friendship. I think that speaks volumes to his choice in wives and the family and stuff. Reportedly, E! Wants to pay for the wedding, and then it'll be seen on TV. I wonder how Bruce is gonna show up. What hairstyle is he gonna wear? How's he gonna feature his shaved Adam's apple? What color will his nails be? How will he walk? What will he wear? So May 24th. No word on why they picked that. Why did they pick that date? Because it rhymes with North? May 24th North. May 24th North. I don't know. But anyway, it's gonna be happening in Paris. And so, you know, if they do, I'll eat the crow. I picture crow having a bit of bitterness too, and I can't really equate it with anything much, but I also picture it being very tough, you know? But put it with the vodka, I'll be good. Stupid. I'm the same person who loves liver without gravy, and I don't need bacon. I love liver, and I have a strange palate, so I might eat the crow and actually like it and need the recipe. Anyway, okay, so Teresa is talking a bit too much. Now, you know, Teresa and Joe Giudice over in Jersey, they already pled guilty on their 9 felony charges, and both of them are facing time in prison. The newest thing is, according to In Touch magazine, Teresa reportedly is seeing it all as a business opportunity. She apparently thinks jail time is gonna make her more famous. There's more. She also thinks that when she gets out, she'll be able to make a fortune. Can I tell you something, Teresa? When you get out, nobody will even care or remember you. Now, you are delusional, sister. That little Kim went to jail, and she was at the top of her game as far as female rappers. These little female rappers weren't doing it the way Kim was. And next thing you know, she gets locked up. And then she came out, and and you would think that, you know, a smash record, she did Dancing with the Stars, where she was very likable and lasted a long time. Nothing. She's clawing her way back to relevance, and it's still not working. I mean, you know, and that's no disrespect, that's a reality. Teresa, people forget like this these days. It's very, oh, did you see how I did it at the same time as the picture show? Magic. People forget so fast these days. Everybody has a very short attention span because the economy is bad, our kids are bad, we have to keep an eye on everything. and moisturize at the same time. Nobody's going to remember you, and I don't even know why you're talking. You were almost this close in my mind to having the judge send him to jail and let you stay out to take care of the kids. Now you're popping off about how if you do jail time, then when you come back out. Now, you know, if I were the judge, I'd be like, okay, let me just teach her a lesson. Let me give her a hot 2 years, you know, and see her come out. I mean, Teresa, shut up.